quick little video and update on my miniature 1/12 scale barn. This is my last 1/12 scale piece. I asked a question before and I didn't really answer it. People ask how I get things looking authentic. And I told them I build it as if I'm building something in real life. I had a nice conversation with Ken Sweet one day a couple of years ago, and I asked him about barns and building, and I like old barns. I like old barns with character. I like barns that say they've had a family in it for a long time, and they've been through some hard times and had to use what they had to make things work, and then they added a piece which wasn't thought ahead. That's kind of how I build. So I built this window. I didn't like it, so I took it out and I cut the outside of it smaller. I'm going to have to finish that and sand it down. And then I broke a couple of the windows and decided to make it open in the back so that I will have a light coming through the back of it. Not sure if you'll see anything. Maybe you'll see the hayloft inside the barn. I don't know. And so while I was attaching this side piece, so the window fell out. And I, of course, hadn't waited till the black paint in the back dried. So here's the back and what it looks like. It's pretty messy, but you won't see that when I'm finished. It's got black paint all over it, and I've got some caulking there so you couldn't see the light come through because I didn't quite fit it properly, which is what I do on a regular basis. I put something in then and I jig it in space. And that's what Ken said. He said when you build something in a barn, most farmers come, something broke, and they're like, oh, I have a piece of wood there and I got to secure that up. Here, there's a piece, grab that piece of wood there, hand that to me. So they'll take a piece of wood and they'll make a triangle and they'll reinforce it, or they'll add a piece of wood to give something some lift or security. And rarely do farmers have the time or the need to just kind of strip things apart and start over. So everything is kind of built as you need it to happen, and that's how I do it. So as I took this window out, you can see there's black on the window there. That came from the black paint that wasn't dry, so no big deal. It's got some black paint on it. That might have happened. And as you can see, there's white caulking there showing through because I just took the window and stuck it back in place. Well, I don't know, could have been some caulking or something that flew up. So all the mistakes that I make along the way add to the authenticity of this. If you can put your head in the game and imagine what might have happened to this window along the way, then it will happen in your miniature. You have to sort of live through it. And I love that. That's what gives me the release, is living through it, imagining someone putting this window in and thinking, okay, well, all right, that works. We got to keep the air out, so let's seal it. But yeah, that works. Oh, broken window, big deal. We'll live with that. They probably wouldn't fix that window unless there was something in there desperate to stay dry and not get wet. They'd move things away from the window where the wet was coming in. That's the type of life and time, and that's how things worked. And same will go with this roof. I've put this roof on. I haven't done anything to this yet. I sanded it a bit, put some holes in, but when I do this roof, I'm pretty sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. I'll probably rip it in one place. Look, there's some wood glue on it, so I'll scratch that off and put a rip in it, and then I'll have to fix that. That's how it happens. That's how my miniatures get old. That's how they look like they've been through time, because they have. They literally had this woman making all kinds of messes along the way and then fixing them. It drives Sam Brockhurst crazy. But Sam, I bet you if you look, there's not one straight line in the whole thing. Yeah, there's a crooked line. But I'll fix it. So just a little update about how to make things look old. Make mistakes. Fix them as you go. That's how we go through life. Thanks for watching.